Yeah, I'm there. He ain't lied. That's funny as hell. He ain't like, he was just like, I ain't even gonna act like I remember. But yeah, I appreciate it though. Like,
No, yeah. And I'm like, I mean, I can't imagine him remembering like this one person that he met because it was so many people at his meet and greet. And it's like this nigga on tour all the time, meeting all these different people. So he not just gonna remember this, this one person.
yeah, yeah. But at the same time, like in that moment, like you picked up a major gem. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a confidence boost. Like it's crazy how those like milestones like happen. Like they seem, it's like it's such a hurdle, you know what I'm saying, when you going through the process of like doing it. But like once you actually do it and get it done, it kind of like opens a door, because it's just like, oh, I can do this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I can do this. Like even that little piece of advice where it's just like, don't let nobody stop you. That's some shit that you can take with you for the rest of your life. Like
Literally.
any time that you got a moment like that, like that, it comes up, it always goes back to that. And like that's the beauty of the process, like for real. Because like when you have those things, like when you not going through the process, or when you're afraid to like really embrace the process, like because we all get scared, right? We all get scared, we all get nervous. But like when you get nervous and you actually able to like push through, and you realize that that thing wasn't as hard or as scary as you thought it was going to be, like the things that you thought mattered at one point in time don't actually matter as much. Like, and you can do this not once but twice, and you can keep doing it over and over and over again. That's how
Mm-hmm.
you build your confidence. That's how you get where it is that you gonna go. But if you get to those moments you get scared and you back off, see, that's how you don't get nowhere.
Exactly. And I swear, I kid you not, like anytime I have something like big or I'm about to meet somebody, I be like, let me play my gospel real quick. Let me put my favorite Herb song on. Like I always cut Statement on, because it's like this one line in the song that he say that I be like, yeah, he's speaking to me in my life. And I had that little thought in my head, and I be like,
Mm-hmm.
it's go time. It's lit.
Yeah.
It's up.
I ain't even gonna lie, like, cause like even for me, right? Like I got my process too. Like for some, I was nervous when before we started this one. I wasn't even gonna say that, but I was like a little nervous before we even started this episode, because I was like, man, it's been like a while since I talked to Danny. Like I'm
Girl,
still.
bye. Girl, bye.
But I'm like, but I get that way. Like I swear to God, like I just get that way because that's just how my mind works. So it's just like I get nervous because it's like I want to represent myself well, and I want to do good. You know what I'm saying? I want to do good and everything like that. But like, and I'm still not used to it, because like when I first started Thinking Versus Speaker, I had somebody that was doing it with me. I had a co-host, and it would be me and him every week, and we would bring guests on sometimes. But like now, I do a different person every time, and like I didn't used to be a very social person. Like I used to be very much off to myself. So every time I do a new episode with a different person, it's just like nerves. And it's just, like it be nerves. And I literally just have to like sit and like woosah for a second and like calm myself down just to be able to be like, man, you built for this. You got this. Like
No,
I
I agree
okay.
with you 100%, because that even like happened to me, because it's like, okay, I didn't see like so many people and I didn't interview like a few like cooler people, but I still would like get nervous and I'd be like, all right, Danielle, get out of your head, because you're your own worst enemy, and
Uh-huh.
get to it. Like, don't overthink it.
Yeah, yeah. And I do, and it's so crazy the way that the mind works, right? Because it's just like even with me like starting my business that I'm starting, it's just like you ask yourself that question, like, damn, like do I really have what it takes to be like an entrepreneur? Like this shit seem hard. Like, am I built for this? And then it's just like I think back in time, and like when I'm asking myself that, it kind of like clicks, and it's just like, and you was 22 running a business. Like you've been running shit since you were 15. Like God been trying to tell you that that's what you do. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Like even when I
Mm-hmm.
was working with y'all, like my plan was not to be a manager. It never was. It's just it just happened. And it's just because it was just like people be like, well, you seem like you know what to do. It's just like, well, yeah, it's just, it's just like when you realize what you built for, and it be like, man, am I built for this? Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And then it's like when you reflect on it, it's like those pivotal moments in your life. Like, okay, 15, I was doing this, 22, doing that. It's like, okay, that built you up for you running your own business, having your own podcast now, giving you those, like, those skills for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? You acting like you can't. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you ran a business for a company. You knew how to run numbers for them. You know what I'm saying? You knew how to run numbers for them. You knew how to hire for them. You knew how to train for them. It's just like, nigga, do you hear yourself? Do you hear yourself? Like, do you hear yourself?
Exactly.
Like you gonna do it for somebody else. You gonna make somebody else millions of dollars, because we was running $1 million store. So like, you gonna make somebody else millions of dollars,
But not yourself.
but not yourself. You scared to do it for your damn self. Make it make sense.
Exactly.
But your brain will have you thinking like, can I? Yes, absolutely,
You
absolutely.
mind over matter. You can do anything you put your mind to, okay?